We're here in Braselton, Georgia. It's about an hour drive outside of Atlanta. We're here to check out one of the fastest growing race series in the world, American Le Mans.
It's a little bit of a mixture of Formula One and NASCAR.
The downforce levels, we're pulling 4G. That means my body weight, is multiplied by 4. I'm 130 pounds. So then suddenly I become over 500 pounds.
When you're getting in there and you're driving at 10 tenths and you're that far away from stepping over and crashing, and any less and you're not going fast enough.
There is a lot of moving, rolling, you need to brake earlier.
So we're trying to figure out this thing called American Le Mans. We know F1, we know IndyCar and NASCAR. What's so special about it?
Well, everybody knows the name Le Mans. Steve McQueen made a film about it. It's one of those legendary events. It's up there with the Indy 500 or the Monaco Formula One Grand Prix. And Don Panos, about 10 years ago, he brought the concept of, well, why do we just have this one race in France? Why don't we make a series out of it and bring the cars and bring the fans in that love and have the passion for this racing and bring it to the US? And the American Le Mans series was born. We've got diesels, we've got gasoline cars, we've got turbos, we've got V8s, V10s, V12s. The slowest cars on the track are cars that people aspire to on the race circuit, like Ferrari 430s, like Porsche 911s. And then with us, with the prototype cars, that's the cars of tomorrow. And so altogether, you've just got a fantastic melange of the best people with the best cars and brilliant racing.
Unlike almost all other forms of motorsport, where everything has been made spec, same tires, same engine, same fuel, we're the opposite end of that. Everything is open competition. So in this case, we have 5 different tire manufacturers. We have 11 different car companies, all competing with their own technologies. Our fan base appreciates that. They like to see what BMW is bringing out to compete against Porsche, to compete against Ferrari, to compete against Corvette.
After 14 years in Formula One, I did a 231 Grand Prix, it's a kind of race what I was looking for, because in Formula One everything was on schedule, and briefing and press and driving, briefing with engineers. It was so busy. Yeah, it's much more relaxed. I come half an hour before the pre-practice, I put the helmet on, I jump in the car and I drive. Then I jump out, it's more relaxed, the atmosphere is so good.
I had a 911 as a kid. It was like a Matchbox Hot Wheel car. It was one of the coolest cars. What's it like actually driving one?
Well, a 911's iconic. I mean, like yourself, as a kid, I always remembered what a 911 was. Porsche, and I could recognize a Ferrari. And so it's one of those iconic cars that it's progressed over the years from its original 356, which was based off of a Volkswagen Beetle, into today one of the most famous supercars. One of the cars that when a guy gets his first 6-figure salary, he wants to go out and buy a Porsche 911. So driving one of these cars is amazing.
How are we doing? Thanks for coming out today.
This pit arrangement with the drivers sitting there and being accessible to the fans, I think is brilliant. You don't get that at Le Mans, you don't get that in Formula One races.
Where else can fans come down, and get to meet the drivers this close and be this close to not only the race but the cars themselves?
You're standing there 20 minutes before they're going to drop the green flag, and there's fans walking right up to the door. They're looking in your car. Hey, good luck. You don't get that anywhere. That's walking on the field before the Super Bowl, half an hour before kickoff. So it's immense access.
I think the growth potential for the series is just excellent, because people are looking at vehicles now and purchasing vehicles now on a completely different basis than they would have a decade ago. A decade ago was just how cool it looks. Right now, it's how does it perform? What kind of fuel economy does it get? I mean, those are the things that the consumer's looking at now that they never looked at a decade ago. And this series is really emblematic of all those technologies.
The cars are still pretty cool looking.
Oh, the cars are still race cars, baby. When we fire this up, it's still ground pounding American thunder.